you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Let us spend some time with today's readings. Our first reading from the book of the Apocalypse and the life of Saint Margaret of Scotland. Let us try to put into words our feelings, our experience, what we felt when we heard our readings, and we recall the life example of Saint Margaret. In this last week of the church year, we read from the book of the Apocalypse, from the ends of times. As it were, history opens up and we can penetrate to its depth, what is going on in the real depths. And this deep vision shows Saint Margaret's life example and the charity of the medieval saints as something which happens at the very core, at the very heart of human history. The medieval period is described as something cruel, full of divisions, full of wars, local conflicts, and the suffering of the poor, which is most probably true. People were far more vulnerable to nature than today. Wars raged, the poor suffered a lot. And this is so good to know that Christian charity at the top level of society in the royal court was aware of the suffering of the poor. Without this humanizing force, the love of Christ, we could ask where history would have had ended up. History would have been far, far more cruel without this imitation of Christ's love and compassion. And we can see the example what women and mothers showed. They were charitable, and they were a good influence on men and on their husbands and on society as a whole. And just an added thought after this pause, what we hear in the sad news about the escalation of war. May the good Lord give us the strength and wisdom to draw on this pure source of these divine examples. How can we become compassionate unless we deliberately set their life example as our aim? And also, on this day when we remember Saint Margaret of Scotland, her charity and charitable life, let us give thanks that few of our volunteers contribute to the life and work of the local food bank here in Colindale and Burndow.